Okay, good morning students. In the previous video, we are talking about the carbon and its compounds. Okay, what is carbon and how the carbon will be having its properties and what are the valence electrons of compounds and how the carbon dot structure is there. We can discuss about that. And today's class we can discuss about the versatile nature of a carbon. Versatile nature of a carbon. When you think about the carbon in daily life, you can have so many compounds which made up of carbon. Okay, here how it makes so many carbon atoms. How it makes the so many carbon atoms. What are the special things about the carbon which makes the so many compounds? We can discuss here. The versatile nature of a carbon. We have seen formation of covalent bond by sharing of electron in various elements and compounds. In the previous video, we can discuss about the bonding of electron, bonding of carbon-carbon bond and carbon and other element by sharing the electron. That is called a covalent bonding. Covalent bonding. The outermost electrons are the outermost electrons which share the other electrons. Outermost electrons by making the covalent bonding. Covalent bonding may be double bond, single bond or triple bond. Depending upon the bonding, you can classify the carbons into saturated and unsaturated. We can discuss in the later video. What is the versatile nature of the compounds? Okay. Okay, what is the special character we can say that it makes the compounds? Here, two important factors are there. Carbon makes the bonding with the carbon to form the so many compounds. That is, it is the unique ability to form bond from other atoms of carbon. Carbon-carbon bonding. Carbon and carbon bonding. Carbon-carbon bonding is a special character. You have the carbon. This property is called catenation. This property is called the catenation. These compounds may have long chain of carbon. Carbon-carbon, it may be single chain and it has a branching also. The 3 molecules are there, 2 molecules are there and 4 molecules are there. And this property of carbon making the bonding with other carbon is called the catenation. It's called the catenation. Here, carbon compounds make the long chain and producing so many compounds. Okay, it makes the not only single chain, it also makes the branching. It is also make the branching. This is called branch chain of carbon. And also it makes the ring structure. It makes the ring structure. You can see. Carbon makes the ring structure. This is called the ring structure. It forms the single chain, branch chain or the ring structure. If the compounds, the carbon linked by only the single bond between the carbon and carbon called as saturated compounds. If it contains single bond, it is called saturated compounds. If the compounds in between the single chain is there, saturated compounds. If the compounds carbon and carbon have the double and triple bond, then it is called unsaturated compounds. Double bond is called as unsaturated compounds. Okay, so no other compounds or the elements exhibit this property of catenation to extent seen of carbon compounds. Another one is the silicon. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಮತ್ತೆ ಯಾವುದು ಇದೇ ತರ ಕ್ಯಾಟಿನೇಷನ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಇಸ್ ಸಿಲಿಕಾನ್. ದ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಗೆ ಚಾಲೆಂಜ್ ಆಗಿರೋದು ಸಿಲಿಕಾನ್. ಸಿಲಿಕಾನ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ದ ಸಿಲಿಕಾನ್ ಬಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಅಪ್ ಟು 7 to 8 molecules, but these silicon bonding is unstable or the very reactive. It is very reactive, so that the compound formed by the silicon bonding is unstable, but the carbon compounds are the stable. That bond is very strong and it is a stable one. Okay, second property of versatile nature is Here you can get the question, which are the two compounds make the shows the catenation property. That is, one is carbon, another one is the silicon. What is the difference? Carbon and carbon bonding is very strong, it is stable, and silicon bonding is very unstable. Their silicon bonding is very reactive. This we can give the answer. This the first reason is catenation. Okay, catenation is the property of carbon, special property. Next come to the another one, that is tetravalency. Tetravalency. Since carbon has a valency of 4, it is capable of bonding with the 4 other atoms of carbon or atoms of some other monovalent elements. Okay, making the compounds of carbon are formed with the oxygen, hydrogen, nitrogen, sulfur, chlorine and many other elements, giving rise to so many other compounds having the specific properties depend on the elements other than the carbon present in the molecules. It is bonding with monovalency, means they are having the valency 1. Here carbon is bonding with hydrogen, hydrogen having 1 valency and carbon having 4 electrons. The 4 electrons is called as tetravalency. Tetravalency character, because of this tetravalency, it will make bonding with other element, other atoms atoms of other element having the monovalence, monovalency and making the so many, giving rise to so many compounds. It will form the bonding with oxygen, hydrogen, nitrogen, sulfur, chlorine. So here properties depends on the elements other than carbon present in the molecules. Same as it is in a carbon-carbon bonding. Here also carbon between the other element also it makes a strong bonding. Why it is carbon forming the strong bond? Due to its small size. Carbon having small size, it is sharing of electron between the carbon and carbon or other monovalent element. Due to the small size, the bonding of the two elements will be the very strong. It is near to the nucleus and the bond will be strong. This is the second property. First one is the strong bonding. What is the result for strong bonding? It is tetravalency. Another one is the small size. The small size enables the molecule hold on to the shared pair of electrons strongly. Nucleus ಗೆ ಹತ್ರ small size is nucleus ಗೆ ಹತ್ರ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. So bond will be strong. If the bigger having elements having bigger atoms, the bond between the elements or the atoms will be the weak. Okay. For the versatile nature, first one is catenation, second one is tetravalency, third one is small size. Small size. Come to the organic compounds. Here, the two character features seen in the carbon are tetravalency and catenation. When put together a large number of compounds, many have same non-carbon atoms or a group of atoms attached to different carbon chains. Here, these all carbon atoms will be extracted from the natural atoms like a plant, animals, petroleum or coal. Plant and animals are organic compounds. Petroleum and coal also, they are indirectly they formed by the organic matter. Okay, these carbon compounds are extracted from the natural substances. So this is having the vital force. We are calling it has vital force. Okay, all these carbon compounds are extracted from living things or natural things. So these have the vital force in between them. If organic compounds will be created by the vital force. Vital force is necessary for the synthesis of carbon compound. One scientist, Friedrich Schroeder, is disproved this one in 1828. He prepared organic compound ammonium cyanate without using the organic matter or without using any natural organic one. the carbon compounds except what are those oxides of carbon, carbonate and hydrogen carbonate and salt, and continue to be studied under the organic chemistry. ಅಂದರೆ ಈ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಕಾರ್ಬೈಡ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಡೈಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ ಇವನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಉಳಿದುವೆಲ್ಲ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ಸ್ನ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಕ್ ಕೆಮಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಓದ್ತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಯು ಆಲ್ ರೀಡ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಕ್ ಕೆಮಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ. ಹಿಯರ್ about the organic compounds. Carbon dioxide is not a organic compound. It is accepted. Na2CO3, it is also not a organic compound. It has a carbon, but it is not a organic compound. Come to the another topic, saturated and the unsaturated compounds. Okay, before going to understand saturated and unsaturated, we have to go through about the hydrocarbons. What are the hydrocarbons? The compounds containing hydrogen and carbons we call as the hydrocarbons. Carbon ಮತ್ತು hydrogen ಎರಡು ಇದ್ರೆ hydrocarbons ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. How the classification of hydrocarbon done? Hydrocarbons are divided into acyclic and the cyclic. Acyclic means open chain compound, means carbon and carbon having the open chain. Cyclic means closed chain compounds. Again, acyclic is divided into saturated and unsaturated. Saturated means having carbon and carbon having the single bonding, that is also called as alkanes. And unsaturated means they have double and triple band in between the carbon. Again they divided into two, alkanes and alkynes. Unsaturated means they have the double and triple bond, that is called alkanes and alkynes. When come to the closed chain compound or ring structure, it is divided into saturated cycle compound and unsaturated hydrocarbons. Here the formula is for alkanes is CnH2n plus 2, alkenes HN2n, alkynes CnH2n minus 2. Here N is a number of carbon atoms. An example, if you have N is equal to 1, C1H21 plus 2, that is CH4. CH4. This is the alkane, that is the methane. Its name is the methane. If in the place of N you can put 2, then it is 2 to it is called alkene, that is ethene. Here in the alkene CnH2n is there. In the carbon you don't put 1, you have to take the 2. Why means already it is a double bond and a triple bond, not having a single bond. If you put 2 here, H2, C1H4, methane. If it is carbon and hydrogen double, then it is a alkene. If it is double plus 2 is there, then it is a alkane. Double minus 2 is there, it is alkyne. Here we are writing some carbon atoms. You have to identify it is alkane, alkene or the alkyne. C3H8. Carbon 3 is there. 3 is double means 6. 6 plus 2, 8. It is a alkane. Here 8 double 16 minus 2 is there. This is alkynes. Alkynes. Like this you can identify the compounds. C5H10 double, it is alkenes. Okay, this is about the hydrocarbons. In the next video you can cyclic compounds. We have two types, saturated, closed and unsaturated. For saturated, cyclohexane, and cyclic unsaturated is called as a benzene. Okay. Cyclic saturated, cyclic hexane, cyclic unsaturated is called benzene, ring structure. It is contains the rings. Here the root words of the hydrocarbons. Root words of the hydrocarbons. If carbon atom having 1, then it is called methane. If it is 2, meth means methane, it means ethane, it may be 3 is the prop, 4 is the but, and 5 is the penta, and 6 is the hex, and 7 is the hepta, and 8 is the octa. Like this is the root words you can mention in the hydrocarbon. Hex, 7 hept. Where you are using these suffix, okay, alkane, alkene and alkyne. Here I have the general formula also, CnH2n plus 2, CnH2n, CnH2n minus 2. If it is alkane, the last word is ane. Alkene means it is last word is ene. If alkyne is yne. Here someone given CH4. Carbon having 1. Here 2 plus 4, it is a alkane, meaning methane. If number of carbon atom is 1, then it is meth. Meth, METH. Alkane means ANE. You can call it as a methane. And another example, C2H6. It is, what is general formula you can check, 2 to the 4 plus 2 means CnH2n plus 2 is. Eth, 2 carbon atom means eth, it is ANE, ethane. The name of this compound is ethane. C3H8. Here carbon having 3. 3 means what? Pro, and 3 double 6 plus 2. It is also what? Alkane and propane. Propane. Let's write the name propane. C2H4. Here carbon having double 2 to the 4 hydrogen atom. This is the ET, means ENA, alkene. Alkene having ENA last. Carbon atom 2 means ethene. Like this you can write the name. Here C4H6. 4 double is 8 minus 2. It is 6. It is alkyne. And C4 means it is butane. Butane it is. Butane. Like this we have to name the compounds. Okay. Here you can have the chart. How can you write the? If 4 is there, butene, butine. If 5 is there, then you can pentene and pentene and pentane, pentane, pentene and the pentane. Okay, in the next video you can discuss about the homologous series and in the next video you can discuss about